Might as well start here, right? Why not? Stream has started a little bit ago. Contacting parties that may or may not be affiliated. If you want to be affiliated, you could subscribe. That's an option. I think Windows wants you to subscribe. That's what I think Windows wants. Windows notified me that that's a good idea, and should definitely be a thing that you do. Windows has a question for you. Would you like to update your subscription status? You can update it to being subscribed today. You don't even have to spend time to do it. You can just do it. Okay, enough shilling. Actual stream part kind of starts probably about 15 minutes into the future, something like that. So skip ahead 15 minutes if you want to like see that, or watch me interact with people, one or the other. There we go. Oh yeah, also you can go on my Blue Sky. I try to get some other stuff on there whenever I can. Don't know how I forgot to mention my Blue Sky. Actually, I don't even use the thing. I do, but I don't. It's a weird in-between state, like an egg. Seconds. Ooh, sent a thing. Oh, Ender's here. Ender in Swedish is here. Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Getting started in about 15-ish minutes. Emphasis on the ish. My email has finally realized I got email. Not from anybody important. Just an email. Oh, yeah, something I thought was kind of funny. Or not really funny, but just, ooh, I'm interested in this. Where is it? Where is my merchandise folder? There it is. There's now a Tenna figurine, which I think is kind of neat. I haven't actually like ordered it yet, but I'm kind of considering getting one because I do Tenna-based stuff anyway. I thought this was kind of neat that there is, in fact, a Tenna figurine. I know that was just a thing for a while. I need to put in a pre-order for it. And they had like a whole animation thing behind it, I think, or like a. Yeah, here we go. It had a whole commercial. It's the figure. It's such a silly animation too. The slightly bendable limbs. Whoa, 3 expressions. What is that? What is that thing? Whoa. Stay with them, folks. It's an antenna. A collectible, implosible figure. It's the collectible posable figure. It looks like an ad guy. I don't know any ad guys. Oh, Gabriel's also here. Hey, Bean. Hello. I just wanted to point out that this actually came out yesterday, kind of during stream. I didn't actually see it. I think Tenna should go to his trailer. What trailer? He doesn't have a trailer. His entire show was the trailer. Anyways, I'm thinking on getting this thing at some point. That's just on my list of things to get. No way. It's like some other stuff. I think 10. No, I already read that. The figure does look really good. If anything, I actually could probably use this for like figure or I don't know. I'll figure something out. I always like the merchandise on Fangamer. It's really nice. Let's see. Was there any like other email type stuff that I might want to look into? Not at the moment. If you want to send me random things, send me over. Thank you, Windows. Send me it over at my fan mail account that I have listed right here. Is there stuff I can read off? That's, or if you got any questions or art or something like that, I'll probably show it off there. Taz is here and says hello. Hey Taz, welcome in. I didn't notice when exactly you got here, but welcome. Today is Misinformation Day. I will only spread misinformation today. Oh, great. Alright, so are you ready for my misinformation? Not really misinformation, but this is something weird. I have my phone set up specifically so that I can see messages that my website doesn't pick up. The website chat, as in like the chat that's right behind me. Sometimes the chat feed doesn't tell me when someone messages me. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it just doesn't feel like doing anything for a bit. And well, whenever that happens, I can't really tell when it happens. But when it does happen, I never get to see those messages. For no reason. So, this time, for whatever reason, the website chat, the one that you see behind me, has the most recent message from Taz that today he's going to spread misinformation, and only misinformation. But then on my phone, on the other hand, for no reason in particular, it doesn't have that message. And I'm not sure why. I'm going to assume that misinformation is a flagged word that YouTube does not like, and flags that one and says, you can't say that, you gotta have it in the top comment, or you can only... I don't know why, but there's probably some comments that just never get through because YouTube has an arbitrary list of words that get sent to the live chat thing instead of top chat. Let's see, top chat. Some messages, such as potential spam, may not be visible. And then there's live chat, which has all of the messages. But... Your phone spread no information, apparently. So we just asked, Dean, can I borrow some of your poses, like, through Discord? No, I don't feel comfortable, like, sending out too many of the poses for my character. I don't like sending out the raw images too much. The long one, this one I'm fine with because it's kind of silly, but I don't want to send out too many right now. Bunny's also here, says hi. Hello, Bunny. Welcome in. We're just kind of chatting up for a bit, trying to catch up. Orb says, just say not real info, and that works. I can confirm that it works, because my phone one did pick up not real info. That's kind of silly. Do you want to send not correct information? Just be sure to say misinformation, and YouTube will flag it, because YouTube doesn't like misinformation. That's why it promotes it through advertisements. Remember, folks, it's okay to spread misinformation as long as you pay to do it. If you don't pay to spread misinformation, then it's not allowed. For what reason? Heck if I know. Probably because you get money. Or YouTube gets money. Wait, if you think about it, I somewhat get paid by YouTube through advertisements. So if I get paid by YouTube, not really, I don't really get much from, but does that mean that they spread misinformation and they're bribing me to not tell people that they're spreading misinformation? That is usually how bribes work. So are all YouTubers getting bribed by YouTube? This is where Patreon comes in, or Ko-Fi. Some other methods to get money, so that way you can bribe your favorite creators. Do you want to bribe your favorite creator, such as me? Send your money through donations. Maybe, I don't know if you can send it, wait, you can't send it through YouTube. That's an option. Portion of that goes to YouTube, obviously, but I'm getting out of hand. Bunny says, I'm gonna go play something while watching your stream, so I won't talk too much. That's fine. I'm gonna talk way too much, probably. Orb says, one misinformation in TDC community, and your head is now wanted in the whole fandom. Did you say something that doesn't make sense? Well, that's not allowed. You're supposed to make sense in this environment. Wait, what makes sense, though? I don't know, it's kind of arbitrary. Okay, can you be more specific? Hey, are you looking for the specifics? Yeah, I want to make sure that I don't offend you. Well, that's an offensible offense. Why? I know there's the whole drama that happened with the digital circus because of... I find this funny. It was because of a live stream that happened some, like, 7 years ago, and then one of the voice actors laughed at a joke that was kind of inappropriate. You could say it was dark humor. It was very dark humorous, but it was like, ha, that's funny. 7 years later, that comes back to bite him. Not because anyone actually cares or anything, but because Twitter had a meltdown. Oh, oh, this is weird. Hold on. Swedish has sent me a cool-looking GIF, and I will now show it off. Yeah, I gave him my my long pose, my year long pose, and he's been like messing around with it. He even put it as a spray in TF2, which I thought was kind of funny. Anyway, that's kind of neat. I find it funny. There's like one part of this. Where can I grab my character? There's like one part here that's just like a single pixel. Like one part of my shoulder gets like disconnected for some reason. Just thought that was kind of funny. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, it's like two parts. Oh well. Yeah, thank you for that, Swedish. Tess says, Twitter be like, okay, well, cancel a 30-year-old popular person because of a joke tweet they did when they were 15 years old. Wait, that means that Twitter's 15 years old, if it's a 30-year-old popular person and they were 15 when it made the terrible joke. I don't think Twitter's 15 years old. Or I don't think so, at least. Shoot, how old is Twitter? Wait. It was like 7 years old. Yeah, the joke itself was like 7 years old. Basically, it sounded... there was a joke that was said because of... I think it was like a person's name in a chat feed on stream that sounded like a slur, but it wasn't a slur, it just sounded like it. And then they thought it was funny at the time. And then later on in the stream, they did something to make fun of it. I was like, remember this funny bit? That was so funny. We're gonna laugh at it. All right, we laughed at it enough. We'll move on with our day. 7 years later, they're like, we need to find more reasons to not like Digital Circus. Why? Oh, because they don't have the movie in our specific location. We're gonna have to set fire to everything for some reason. Why is it that... seriously, why is it that whenever something doesn't go Twitter's way, they set fire to everything? That's like, literally, just their default. It's also for reasons like this I don't like getting onto social media too much. Because people like that. Orb says, no matter how old Twitter is, people will always be the same. Which is actually kind of true. Even like with like recent developments that have happened over the past couple years, Twitter's always been Twitter. It's always been I don't want to say problematic, but just kind of like a pool of people, weird, eccentric people. I don't know how to really like describe it because I don't like following a whole lot of that because it's taxing on my mental health for looking into it too much. But it says, I think they just made the worst apology ever, to be honest. Was that the one where they're like, I apologize for this and tried... Actually, that's something else. Why should you apologize for a joke that you laughed at 7 years ago? You didn't even make the joke, you just laughed at the joke. I frankly don't think you should be apologizing for that. Even if you find it funny at that point, it's like, that's kind of funny. Wait, you find that funny? That's offensive. Why is that offensive? It just is for some reason. Tess says, I'm just gonna give an example. I don't know the Twitter timeline. I don't use that. I don't use that stuff. Yeah, I don't either, so I just kind of hear about a lot of this drama secondhand. Orb says, using Reddit is risky too because I got downvoted to oblivion for such a stupid reason. Imagine having negative 1,000 downvotes for liking a ship. What? That is ridiculous. It's just... Hey, here's these fictional characters. We're going to have these imaginary relationships. Would it be kind of neat if there was an alternate universe where this was a thing? Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Nope, not allowed for some reason. I know there's like some that are like actually very questionable, but there's also a good number that aren't questionable. It's just like, oh yeah, that's a cool interpretation. There's definitely some like problematic ones, but that's just because like naturally they're kind of odd. Even still, it's fiction. Funny says, they could have apologized in a better way. It could have been solved easily. Michael did make fun of the joke with another joke. Yeah, still kind of the same thing where I say, like, because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to apologize for laughing at a joke. So, again, especially since it's like 7 years ago or so. It's also an entirely different story if you find it funny at the time and then are like, oh, wow, turns out that's actually kind of a problem. Kevin says, can you kick my Discord? It got... What? Yeah, I'll go do that, Kevin. Oh, man. Okay, how about... Oh, geez. I don't know if I want to do that, Kevin, because it's going to be kind of difficult to get people back on there. I mean, I know it sucks that you like they got the Discord taken. Oh, geez. Just making it safe. It's okay. All right. Let's see. See if I can even find you on there. Okay, Kevin. I ended up kicking you from the Discord purely by your request. If you're able to get the account back, we're gonna have to find out some way to get you back on there. That'd be great. Why, Dean? Why did you have to spill the beans, Xander? Reasons. Anyways, I hope you're able to get your account back at some point, Kevin. Hope that goes okay. Oh, one other random thing. Swedish sent in another GIF. It's literally just a Dean bouncing around on a box. Kevin says he got a name of the new account. Okay. I'm gonna store that on a notepad here. Alright. I'll be sure to... When I get time, I'll try to see if I can add you back on there. Want to do it now? Another time. I'll do it another time. I want to see if I can actually start getting into the stream. Thank you again for notifying me on that. Okay, reading the rest of chat before I get started. Orb says, responding to Funny's conversation. That is actually true at some point because when you read the nickname of a person, they didn't pay attention to it until Michael pointed it out. I'm going to still stand by my stance that it was just a stupid joke from several years ago that just all move on. Also think the Gangle VA made a song with a bad guy, so I think it's kind of her fault. To be fair, it's kind of hard to tell if people are bad guys at the time, and that's a whole thing I haven't heard about either. You guys are talking about Digital Circus, right? Or I thought we were. Taz says that he stole Kevin's account. Misinformation day. Oh my gosh, it's misinformation. Is it misinformation day? I don't know. Dean SCP contained. For now, at least. Xander says, can y'all explain to me why vitamin C pills tasted better than most candies I've ever eaten? No, because I frankly don't know what either or what vitamin C pills really taste like. Tess says, had craziest bug today in Metal Gear 5? Moving from one town to a base where it needed to stop an oil refinery from spilling over into the river. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Moving through the field, and then the game teleported me inside the oil field with hundreds of guards over me? Oh. Somehow stole literally everyone from the base starting site. Wow. That's funny. That's funny. Man. Yeah, I'm gonna probably play Metal Gear 5 at some point. Those that don't know, I kind of talked yesterday at one point talking about could play Metal Gear 5, have a challenge run. I wanted to play it again. Wanted to do a challenge run where I don't kill or capture people. That would be insanely difficult, but I'm gonna have to plan that out at some point. I'm saying the truth, says Kevin. I believe that you're saying the truth here. Xander says vitamin C pills taste like really sweet orange candy? Oh, Alexis is here. Hey, Alexis, welcome in. Whoa, that thing looks like it moved Earth. A lot of it. Yeah, I guess so. It does move Earth. That's like what it does. Pretty much what they are. Oh, yeah. We're going to explode Earth. That way it moves it. Easy peasy. Bunny says most vitamin C does have orange in it. Oranges have a lot of vitamin C. Oh, that might actually be why. Hey, Dean, shall I get another ice cream like last time? I still have some. I mean, why not? As long as you don't get sick, and you're also not full already, or I don't know. If you can afford it, consume ice cream, because in this day and age, we need all the happiness we can get. Yeah, order some ice cream. My family gets some ice cream, and we're like, we don't really need this ice cream, but we're gonna eat it because we want the nice, tasty treat. Yeah. Get some ice cream. My honest reaction when Earthmover moves Earth. Earth's moving. Lexus says made really really shitty art with just some stuff yesterday. It was fun. Oh, cool. I might check that out at some point whenever we're able to show. Right, we're actually going to get started with the actual part of the stream where I play the video game Satisfactory. Because we got a lot to do today, and it's unfortunately going to be a lot of chores. I'm not going to like the chores, but it's just chores that I need to do at some point. What? Okay, you can't see this, but... Oh, wait, what the... Oh. You are out of fuel. That's a problem. Oh, this is very funny. So, from my point of view, this icon is actually changing insanely fast, but you can't see it. You can see like a little bit of it, like every now and again it swaps. That's because it's changing it faster than 60 frames a second. Anyways, at some point after yesterday's stream, I decided to upgrade the fuel for the trucks by going to this one fuel node that's kind of where my cursor is, way over here. There's like a fuel node that I found over here, or oil node that I turned into fuel, and I'm trying to get that to work for like my trucks and just my vehicles in general, so that I don't have to worry about biofuel being used for this, because these guys take up a lot of fuel. Anyways, I had some issues getting that up and running, as well as getting like some of this general. There we go. Move! Get out of here! Skedaddle! Get a move on! You got fuel? Skidoo. All right. I still really love the new trucks and train. I love the new vehicle paths. It makes things so much easier in order to deal with them. Alexa says, say, what does an Earthmover do? What is the purpose of moving Earth? Well, in Ultra Kill, the whole thing that Earthmovers do is completely destroy the Earth. Not actually. It's more like there was like dozens or hundreds of these things that were made that were effectively weapons of mass destruction that could just like eviscerate whole cities by blasting them with bolts of lightning. But Earthmovers were more or less immune to their own attacks because they had a massive shield generator that could protect them. So the only place that was safe from an Earthmover was on another Earthmover. Anyway, what ended up happening is because the only place that was safe was on the back of an Earthmover, cities were formed on the backs of them. So, like, if you look at the Earthmover in Ultra Kill, you can actually see, like, buildings or cities just kind of forming on top of it, which is kind of neat. Oh, I think I'm going to be doing... a goal for today, I want to try to get some factory setup in order to make modular engines, and... Let's see. I did some That's not the right thing. Where is it? There we go. I did some calculations on what I needed to do for mod frames. In order for this to work, though, I'm going to need some alt recipes that I don't have yet. So I want to go try to find some alt recipes first before I actually start building this. Because what I need right now is this one recipe, the plastic smart plating recipe, which allows me to make much more smart plates per resource. It's way more resource efficient, basically. So I want to find enough hard drives in order to get this. If I can, I'm going to start working on the mod frames, or mod engines. Otherwise, we're just going to be, pretty much we're just going to be exploring for a while. Since we did get access to heavy frames, and also got production for computers, and I have like a little bit of production for crystal oscillators too, we can actually start making radar towers. And radar towers are kind of cool. I actually put one like on the very top of the Earthmover up there. But basically, if I activate it or check it out, okay, I'm just too many icons. Actually, can I hide fluid trucks? Okay, there we go. So, radar tower, it has this whole area here that scans for nodes and resources. So we can actually see in here that there's like one hard drive somewhere that we don't know where is exactly. There's 4 immersive spheres, 2 solar slews, and 34 slugs just in this area. There's another radar over here that has 5 sleuths, 6 hard drives, a bunch of other resources. And also the main benefit is that, as you can see, we can actually like see all the different nodes that we can access, which can make it a lot easier to figure out where I need to start building stuff in the future. So, on our hunt to try to find some more hard drives, I would like to place down some more radar towers to try and cover the whole map. I at least got... I did this kind of off camera, but I at least got like the area that I'm covering and a couple biomes over here, but I haven't covered this area. So I want to start looking over here and see if I can like scan the area for stuff. And that's what we'll be doing. Ah, a pretty rainbow just suddenly showed up. Man, these are a lot more common now. Lex says, "Oh, do you have a factory on top of the Earthmover?" I do, kinda. I need to still work on it. I need to catch up on what... Oh, hold on. I'm gonna get on a hypertube... Oh, it's over this way. Let's see. Gonna keep up with what people are saying in chat. Bunny says, "Did we ever get a reason why it's called an Earthmover?" I would presume it would be called an Earthmover because it... I don't know. If I saw this massive hulking behemoth of a beast moving around and like blowing up sections of the Earth, I would kind of call it an Earthmover too. I'm not sure. Bunny says, "I always thought it was because their steps move the Earth, but we never got a confirmation." Now, I think it's just kind of like their very presence can like cause earthquakes or shake the Earth or like mold it. Like if one, say for example, blasted that like mountain area behind me, then would you say that it moved the Earth because it like blasted everything away, and it does that casually? Something like that. The one in Ultrakill doesn't move because Hell itself held it. Oh yeah, because the blood roots are like keeping it stationary. Yeah. I kind of showing off some of the factory stuff. So I do have a bunch of generators down here. All of the red lights are inactive currently, but I have like a lot of generators here fit for, if I get it working, all of it working, I can have 19,000 megawatts, all without like overclocking. And all of this is actually being fueled by liquid biofuel, which is the closest thing in this game to blood, which normally is going to be like a horrendous way to like power anything, because eventually you'll run out. But I figured out a way how I can get like tons of protein or like tons of biofuel by using solar sleuths in several steps of the production process in order to make this. So it can basically turn something that would give me one or a single, not really a single, but almost a single one of these solid biofuels, and convert it into like 16 times more, because it doubles every time it goes through a process. And even like over here at the refinery, say, where it turns it into a liquid, you can then double it again. So I have a whole process here that just makes a bunch of doubled up liquid biofuel. So now, so I can get like tons of biofuel this way, and I can actually run like all of these things. Of course, the issue is I have to make sure that I store a lot of that energy, because if I'm not careful, I'll be like wasting power. But I can just turn on or off different stuff. As for factories, I have one up here, and this is kind of a prototype to see what I can actually do. But I can definitely fit way more factories in here in the future. I would rather make sure I get more recipes that I can use to make the factories better in the future. So for now, I just have it making adaptive control units. This stuff right here. And how I actually get the resources up to here is I actually have a thing called a sushi belt, where I have like a bunch of conveyor belts with tons of different items mixed in between them. And then they get sorted out up here into their own little sorting system. I need to do more research on how best to sort out everything. And then I make these belt lanes that I then just pull from and make all of the projects work. That's kind of nice. Lots of generators indeed. I think there's like 45? What's it? Hold on. I got math on how many there are. Let's see if it can run 19,000. What is it? 76. 76 fuel generators. That's how many there are. 76 fuel generators in this one area. Also, it was like painful to get it up and running because I wanted to angle it. So you might notice there's like a curve a little bit on like how some of these fuel generators are put in. That's because I was crazy and actually like figured out how to curve them. Because I had to place down foundations and then manually curve them at certain degrees. Yeah, that took a while. Anyway, there's also this other part here where I have like this rounded section. This is supposed to be like the rounded part of the Earthmover. Oh, can I? Hold on. Let me get an image of like the measurement stuff that I've been using. I'll look at that one in a moment. Hold on. I'll look at it in a moment, Swedish. Hold on. Okay. Let me focus on one thing at a time. Where is my measurements? Here it is. And display. There we go. So this is the actual Earthmover in game. And basically, I took some measurements on it. Not like using pixel measurements, but I actually physically measured it using the rocket ride feature. And basically positioned myself like at the very edge of the Earthmover, and then I flew across to the other side of the Earthmover. Measured the time that it took, and because I move at a constant 65 units per second, I did some calculations. I assume to use meters, as like meters per second, but I think when I did my calculations, it ended up making things like 3 times bigger almost. Not exactly. There's no canonical height for this thing either. It's just something large. At the moment, I'm like working on the belly area, and I'm hoping to get that done first before I move up to, I think, the legs or something I want to do next. And then afterwards the neck, and eventually get the weapon that it uses, but that's probably going to take a while. Alexa says, I feel like I have to write down a dystopian story situation in the underground of a factory city with pipes and cooling systems overhead and dirty, toxic rain that drops down for periodic floods that the underground dwellers have to shelter from. That actually would be a cool story setting. Like, that, no joke, is a cool story setting. That'd be kind of neat. Let's see. Oh yeah, 2Pro's also here. I didn't actually agree. 2Pro, welcome in. Hello. Trying to keep up with stuff. Did you know you can pair your own shotgun pellets with a projectile boost? Yeah, I knew about that. No offense, but I feel like that's like something that like everyone gets taught in in Ultra Kill. They're like, did you know that you can shoot your, or you can punch your bullets and then make them better? That's cool, isn't it? And then it's really hard to time, so it's hard to use, but you just instinctually know that it's a thing. Also, why are my heavy frames not heavy framing? Why are you not? You don't have mod frames? Ridiculous. I made sure that you had enough mod frames. What's going on? Enough of you. You don't have enough screw. Yeah, that actually makes sense because did I not overclock this one right? I guess I didn't. Shoots. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Damn it. I miscalculated some of my stuff, I think, when I was making this. I want to fix this now or later. Later. I feel like fixing this later. This building is so satisfactory. Yeah, it is very, very satisfactory. Okay, there's a couple production lines aren't up to snuff, but oh well. I'm hoping that by the end of today's session that we'll get the adaptive control units ready. They're getting made kind of slowly but surely over time. Jeez, I think it should be okay. I think so. Right, main goal that I'm going to be doing for a bit. I think we're going to show... Oh, yeah, sorry, I almost forgot. Thank you for reminding me Swedish, my bad. Main goal that I'm going to be doing is just find some stuff. Okay, now I'm going to show off Swedish is very funny. You did get bigger. And then I'm getting squished. No, I'm just getting squished. Oh no. Oh no, the Dean is getting compacted. Oh no. Oh no, he's compacted. Long. Alright. I'm gonna have to focus for a bit just so I can get into finding objects mode. Oh, yeah, shoot. I need to get a zipline ready. Also need to get... Where's a power line? Where do I have my power? It's like over here, I think. He squished me. I am very squished. Idea is I'm going to, while I'm on the search for different hard drives in order to get the recipes that I need, also distribute power to the rest of the area, and also hook up radar dishes, or radar towers, so that I can find stuff easier. Either be it nodes or whatever else. So, that's what we're going to get started with. Electrical fans are kind of backseaters, to be honest. Lil says this is funny. Honestly, I think so. I remember when I was like playing Ultra Kill again and just revisiting the whole franchise. One of the most constant questions that I kept getting was like, what difficulty is this? What difficulty is this? And I kept saying violence, and then new people kept coming in and asking the same question. I went insane. That, and I kind of remember, like, they mean well. Like, a lot of the people that do backstating mean well because they're like, oh, you're having difficulties? Allow me to tell you all of these complex ways to solve the problem. Which are unfortunately complex ways. Yeah, I hate it a lot, yeah. Okay, do you want to know? Okay, I remember one of the comments that came up kind of frequently during my fraud runs, and I was having difficulties trying to fight against the powers for a little while. There was like some people that said, oh, you need to use a bunch of Ultra Coin into into the charge shot of the normal revolver, or not the normal, of the slab one or something, because it does like a lot of damage. And I'm like, yeah, but like it doesn't matter because I can't combo with it very well. And they're like, no, you need to do it. The idea is that you use a bunch of the coins and throw a bunch of them into the air, switch to the charge shot revolver, and then blast one of the coins so that all of these shots get redirected and stacked on top of each other and do like 15 damage or something like that to whatever poor soul gets hit. Which does kind of work. It does a lot of damage, but I didn't... it was just not a part of my, I guess, arsenal, or like my frequent arsenal that I would use to like fight against things. So it just was not something that I adapted very quickly. What do you mean you can't Ultra Rico Magnus Super Ricochet with the brutal difficulty with one arm? Yeah, I know it's unfortunate. I have to actually use my feet for this. which is not hyperbole. I actually use foot pedals when I play Ultra Kill. With one arm, one pinky, one tooth, and a slice of bread. Specifically a slice of bread. That bread is very necessary for gameplay reasons. But yeah, I actually genuinely use foot pedals. Why? Because frankly, I kept noticing that my fingers were like stuttering a lot every time that I wanted to swap weapons. Because like I had to think about like what fist to use, which I already had binds for both of those. And normally I would probably use my mouse in order to like swap between different... use my mouse to swap between different versions of the weapons, which that would actually make sense, except for the fact that all of my mouse is being used for my avatar guy. So I can't even use my mouse for some of these things. So of course, the most logical thing that I could have done is use my feet. So I had foot pedals, and they actually, I actually like them a lot because it gives my feet something to do. Just get a second mouse. What do you mean, get a second mouse? You think I can take advantage of a second mouse? I gotta like swap between going from like mouse one, mouse two, mouse one, mouse two, go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I need to duplicate myself. That's what I need to do. I had that on the whole time. I need to duplicate myself. Hold on. I can actually do that, though. Ooh. There we go. I have Shadow Me doing stuff. Go, my stand. Use that mouse and do... we're gonna double team this. It's double teaming Dean. We're gonna go march in and fight against... We're gonna double team these guys. Me and Shadow Dean got this. My stand. Okay, resetting that. It's Shadow Dean! I have a shadow, did you not know? Learn to type with your toes and use mice with your hands? No! Ugh. I ain't doing that. That sounds ridiculous. Like genuinely. Also, hard drive is in the area? Oh, it's over here. Alright. Make your computer into a Switch 2. How can I make it into a Switch 2 when they don't even allow you to take the Switch 2 apart? Or they do, but then it's like, oh, you bricked yet. Can't use it. I mean, it's possible. Maybe, but my muscle memory... I would fight my muscle memory more than learning the controls, I think. Although, that being said, if I had, like, a reason to dedicate a ton of brain power to figuring out how to type with my feet, then I would. But I don't have a reason to dedicate brain power to using my feet to type stuff, so I don't think I'm doing that. Oh, hey, Taz, welcome back. Yes, I'm using feet for Ultra Kill, by the way. Did you know that? I don't know if you just, like, wandered in and was like, why are we talking about feet? Nah, I'm talking about me using feet. for Ultra Kill. This is a genuine conversation that I'm having and talking about currently. Learning more about Dean every day. He plays Ultra Kill with his feet. Yeah. Use your forehead to move and click the... Oh, and you know what would be even crazier? If somehow you hook up face tracking and, like, program something to... Like you use your head... Like, you use your head to move around. So I'm moving my head around, and that's like me moving my mouse. And then you blink, and that's like the left and right blinking. You gotta blink left for left click, right for right clicking. That sounds painful as heck, though. Agree with me. That sounds painful, and don't do it. I think I found a crevice. Press C to shoot. You could sing a note for each move. Oh, that's also cool. You gotta sing a note to move around. Ah, what? Ah, spiders. You know what this reminds me? I need to actually develop dynamite so that I can deal with a lot of these threats easier. But as much as I want to, like, get dynamite, I just, I don't know, I haven't had time to, like, look into it yet. Spiders! No, Bean, I was here the entire time just playing Metal Gear 5. Oh, okay. Sorry, I couldn't tell. What? The last enemy on location wall-banged me through the wall with a shotgun after I nearly exploded myself to death. I don't know, man. That's just Metal Gear. Alexis has to go now. Alrighty. Well, you have a good day, Alexis. Thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna die to mosquitoes, which would suck. Okay, I need to get up. Luckily, ladders are really useful for going up. So I'm gonna use that. Stupid mosquitoes. Anyways, back to the initial conversation of Ultra Kill people backseating, or people that play it. The game is really fun, really difficult. Funny enough, I've actually found a much more reliable way to fight against the powers than using the Ultra Rico charge shot thing that so many people were suggesting. I haven't, like, looked at other suggestions elsewhere, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe the people, like, keep suggesting this, even though it just doesn't work. Well, it could work if you knew how to, like, work with it, but it's just kind of difficult to use. So, what I found is you play against their rulings. You didn't guess what I did? I guess he made another go. Hold on, let me finish my thought real quick. So, what I found to be, at least for me, more effective in consistently fighting against the powers wasn't to use, like, Ultra Rico Charge Shot or whatever. I did use, like, the marksman coin stuff every now and again whenever I wanted to, like, hit people, or hit them for big damage at range. I use Slab Revolver, which apparently some people don't like, and I'm like, but it's so good. Yeah, but you miss out on the cool split shot stuff. Just swap to one. I've started incorporating split shots into my arsenal, not by using the default revolver, but just having a, let's see, the sharpshooter, the ricochet, the charge of ricochet shots. Using that one as my default revolver, and so whenever I want to go and do some split shot attacks, I just throw a bunch of coins into the air, swap to my sharpshooter revolver, and then shoot the coin, and what do you know, I got split shot without having to swap off the slab revolver, and then I get the useful benefit of having big damage at range. Anyways, that's kind of that. So, the thing about powers and how to counteract them, I just lure them towards each other. Because whenever they, like, teleport away in order to give the other time to fight against you, they actually kind of teleport close to where you last fought them, kind of. Not, like, exactly where you last fought them, but kind of, like, close enough. Somewhere Sleuth! Found a Somewhere Sleuth. So they kind of teleport close enough to where you were. And using that, I've actually been able to just do a bunch of damage to the first power, throw a bunch of nails and prime them up for electrocution. Then whenever they swap positions, they're somewhat close to the second power. So then I try to prime up the second power bit by throwing nails at them, and then throw a electric rail cannon shots at both of them, and trying to line it up so that they both get hit. And if they do both get hit, then yippee! I get a bunch of electrocution damage, and either they both die or both get low enough that a few slab marksman shots ends up finishing them off. And it can cause PTSD too. Wait, what? In Metal Gear Universe, Uninsanity is being a troublemaker. Wait, you can actually be a troublemaker and it's a stat in Metal Gear? I didn't know that. That's cool. You can make the soldiers you fight against in Metal Gear 5 go insane. That's funny. Oh, I might need to use that whenever whenever I do my challenge run. I might need to keep that in mind. That sounds very funny. But anyways, Bendigo says, "Oh, on the new hotfix, they got a nail gun weakness, didn't they?" If they did, I mean, it makes sense because Gabriel is also weak to nails, so it kind of makes sense. Unsanity, not insanity. Oh, okay. Unsanity. No, I'm still gonna say that they go insane. Ender says that he's gotta go to practice. Have a good day, everyone. See you all next time. Okay, see you, Ender. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a great day. I'm gonna keep looking for stuff. So, yeah, I basically dealt with the powers a lot easier by just electrocuting them to death, and usually that works. I say usually because there's like that 1% chance that it doesn't. But so far, I've had like really good success with it. Like to the point that I like start doing P rank runs on 8.3, and I actually like get through the powers a lot easier. So hopefully that's like actual useful information. I had to like do some trial and error to figure out what works and what doesn't, and I ended up just using their gimmick against them, where they like willingly not attack you for a while, and then using that to basically just like annihilate one of them. Get it connected. There we go. One of my tractors is errored again? What? How? Out of what the heck you mean out of God damn it. I should probably take a detour and see if I can fix that tractor. I don't want to take a detour to fix that tractor, but I might have to. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can first place this dude. Oh. There's one. There we go. Get me up there. Thank you. Being sent to 2 gifts again. I'll check them out in a moment, Swedish. Let me get to a position here. There we go. Okay, let me check out. Let me check out the. New favorite tool for gifts. Okay, it's not a Dean one, but it's kind of using the previous thing. Let's see. Oop. It's an engineer, but he gets constantly squished. He's getting squished. That one's from Swedish. What kind of program are you using for all those GIF animations? I'm actually curious, because you're able to like pump them out quite often. Still read it wrong. Is It's unsanitary. I am reading this wrong. What? I thought it was... Yeah, I'm reading too much. Hold on. Let me actually slow down and actually read the actual text that Taz has sent, because I apparently can't read. Complete random thing. Bunny says that his girlfriend was sending him messages a while ago, didn't answer them because I was watching stream. That's funny. Let's see. Metal Gear Solid Universe being unsanitary, not unsane, whatever, is seen as being a troublemaker, which is its own considered skill, which is literally a troublemaker, unsanitary skill in the game. It can cause PTSD to other soldiers. Unsanitary, not insanity. Oh, okay. You're reading it wrong. Let's see. Unsanitary, being a dirty greaseball, Ultra Kill League of Legends player, friendly fire. I'm an Ultra Kill player, and we are Ultra Kill players. So he just says that's a secret. Oh. I'll never find out what program that Swedish is using. It's the Dean hype. I can't get out of the stream. I just get stuck talking for a while, and then people are listening to me, which is cool. Thank you for listening to me and my ramblings. Oh yeah, I needed to take that detour to get creep. I really do need to develop dynamite at some point to fight against these guys easier, because these are either dynamite or just guns. Because these guys just take a while to take out. And if I'm going to be using blood, quote unquote, in order to get my Earthmover working, I'm going to need ways to kill things easier. I need machines of war in order to fuel my machine of war. Also, I think that this is going to look really, really cool when I actually get it done. Like, you could imagine an actual Earthmover just sitting or standing over there. It'd be kind of sick. Mike, the explosions, please! And then explosions happen. I remember many, many months ago when I was like using the Tena model and I was like talking about my explosives. Mike, the light show, please! And then we blow everything up. Thank you, Mike. Gonna have to do a rendition of that whenever I like get nukes again. And I get like more developed on the Tena model. I need to really work on that thing some more. You may think that it's like really, really good right now, which it is, but there's like so many missing sprites that I want to add in. It's not even funny. It's just frankly ridiculous how many I need. Swedish says that the software thing is through a website, and okay. I'll probably find that at some point. On accident. Purely on accident. Alright, got that working. Alright, we're gonna take a detour and head over to this one tractor that seems to not get any fuel. I'm presuming that it didn't get fuel in one of its runs while I was still trying to fix it and it just didn't have it. Stared from me asking you to do it? What? Is this Kevin? Oh. Bunny says, let's see. It's the power ending. I'm just gonna say how I just play brutal difficulty, so it may not be good for violent or other difficulties. I just improvise stuff because I always try to do a rail coin at the start and spam the jackhammer. I mean, jackhammer does a lot of damage, so I don't blame you for that. And there's a giant spider. Also try to use the SRC cannon. Is that SRS cannon? I can read, definitely. I really need to start using that thing more too. It does like tons of burst damage on a cooldown. And I really do need to like incorporate using that more. I'm gonna die if I'm not careful. Here, have some explosives for the local wildlife. also thought about this. I'm probably gonna have to like deforest everything first, not because it'll make it easier for me to kill stuff, but because whenever I start exploding a bunch of these critters, I'm going to be losing a lot of potential fuel, and this potential fuel could be all this stuff. Also, where is... Apparently the tractor is there. Do you just not have fuel? You don't have fuel. Alright. Well, I'll give you something. There you go. And it works. Let's see, moving on with it. Like, where you throw the SRS cannon and then parry it to do double damage. Yeah. You can also do even more double damage if you, or you can do it at range if you can, like, land the shot on, or land the SRS cannon shot on what your target is, and then use the whiplash to wheel it towards you, and then you can punch it again. That way you can do it at range. But yeah, I feel like I really do want to get into some more combos in Ultra Kill, especially like the higher damage ones. Like even using the the saw blade, the sawed-on shotgun too. Like just having that as an option. I've been doing shotgun swapping, thing where you go from like a one shotgun to another really quickly, and that's a really good consistent DPS output, especially against tankier dudes, and also good against the sword machines because they take more damage from it. Tina got a Nolan too, gonna like this one. All right, I'm just gonna say I'm going to make this one the last GIF that I'll look at. I already know what it's gonna be. Okay. Maybe. This is gonna be the last GIF of Swedish that I'll be looking at today. Oh. Let's see. I'm gonna wait for it to reset. Okay, I just got it. Okay. Come on. Reset. Is it gonna... I'm trying to make it reset. Good grief. Okay, I'm gonna have to be quick with this one. Because apparently this doesn't reset. It doesn't reset. Oh, that's why. Okay. Hmm. That honestly took me a bit to even figure out what it was trying to be. That's very funny. Okay, that'll be the last gift that I look for today, Swedish. That's been really good though. Bunny says, I feel like I should projectile boost more, to be honest. Yeah, implemented it into my playstyle. Does big damage against bigger foes. No. Oh yeah, you can also use it to like insta-kill Separai. Either like insta-kill Separai or the Providences. That's kind of what I mostly reserve it for, but you can do a lot more damage to a bunch of other guys too. Engineer transforms and becomes Dean. Becomes me. Ah! Blood supply. Yoink. Slurp. Gulp. Suck. Woohoo, I have now more fuel for the fire. Oh, yeah, I forgot it. Since I have... I don't know why I didn't start doing this. Since I have a hard drive, I need to actually start scanning stuff, because it takes a solid 10 minutes. Swords machine take more damage from the guns they use. It's so funny.
Ah, they are their own worst enemy.
Oh, hard drive thing. Did this one need resources that I didn't have or something? Is that why I don't have it? Because I know I explored this area before. Alright, take out the other nest. Take those guys out. And... Oh, I just didn't delete that one. Okay. So... That golden arm, or the supposed golden arm, in Ultra Kill specifically, I keep wondering what that is, and I don't... I'm gonna guess that we're gonna get it as like an end of the game reward. Don't know what that's going to be. The yellow arm that you could get an Ultra Kill. Don't know what it is. We only know that it's there, but we don't know what it could be. Controlled by yourself? What do you mean? I asked if I ever played Ultra Kill mods. I haven't. I haven't really gotten into like Ultra Kill modding like at all. That being said, I have seen some like really good either custom levels or some just good mods in general. A funny one is the every door has a chance to be 8-3. But I think that's probably the funniest one. I'd probably just get into modding a little bit just so I can have that as a mod, because that sounds hilarious. Switch says, so Dean, I know you said the engineer one would be the last gift, but it does make me wonder, how many gifts can I send per stream? You can send as many until I get annoyed enough, which I guess I've reached the limit of annoyed. I don't want to set like a hard limit because frankly I go against the hard limits anyway. But I don't know. My limit ended up being until I got tired of looking at it, I guess. So until X, yeah, basically until X, where X equal my tolerance level. If X equals 0, tolerance equals 0, then no more gift. It's a perfect equation. So roughly how many? We'll go 5. Okay, I go 5 of them. About 5 is about. Indulgence is specifically my favorite. But yeah, probably like 5 is a good number. I think 5 is a good number. I think with the frequency that you can put those out, or like 5 is okay. Let's see, organization, radar tower, plug it in. Jeez, there's like this whole area that doesn't even have anything. It is kind of this whole space that doesn't have much. Okay, next location. I need to go to these mountains up here. Oh, for some reason I thought you meant indulgence as in like something. I didn't realize that was like an actual Ultra Kill level. Have 5 more ready for the next stream. Alrighty. Let's see. Funny says some of the custom levels are so peak. Indulgence is really good. I do want to say I don't know about checking out some of the mods one. I don't know. I just don't have a lot of time to properly check some of these out. Which sounds like an excuse, which it is. Wonder. I'm really wondering where an actual hard drive is. I would like to find one. Oh, shoot. I'm perfectly fine. I fell, but I'm fine. I'm A-okay. There we go. So plan. What plan? Hard drive plan. What do you mean the hard drive plan? Well, the plan that we're trying to do in the first... Sphere! I see the burst of sphere. You gotta collect the sphere. You gotta collect the orb. The orb is surrounded by spiders. Get back here, spider. Yeah! Get the spider.
Follow the veins to the altar and chant.
Chant. Okay, I chanted. I got something. Oh. Is there a slug under the ground here? There is a slug under the ground. Okay, I wonder if that's because there's like a cave system under. I know there's a cave system under here. I don't know if that's like connected. Funny, still talking about indulgence in terms of the OST being really good. Okay, that's kind of cool that it's a cool thing to check out. Hey, am I close enough for what I want? Okay, one more placement. Could I try to get up to the top of that mountain? Yeah, maybe not. I don't feel like getting to the top of the mountain at this point. Alright, Radio Tower, what do you got? There's a thing. Okay, looking at my map here. Oh, that actually doesn't get to the edge of the beach. I'm gonna have this actually go a little further over to here instead. Yeah, we're gonna put the radar tower there. Hey, why was that here? What was that sphere? I don't know. It was just kind of there. If we're talking about the slug, I'm assuming it was just underground at the time. Where no one hears or tell me what the sky holds. The best ones for me. In terms of the OST for the one modded Ultra Kill area. There we go. There's a couple other nodes on the side here that I missed. Also, pure Caterium node, or actually 2 pure Caterium nodes right next to each other. That's pretty good. Couple normal oils. Impure sulfur at the top of the mountain that should normally have uranium. That's very funny. Alright, next location, I think, is around here. So I'll start heading that way. Oh, is there any hard drives within range? Not really. Are there any hard drives around? Oh, there's like only one here. Don't know exactly where that one's at. I can still see the Earthmover from way over here. Oh, I plan that I had about any new builds after the Earthmover, because I've been trying to think on like what to do afterwards. Hold on. Hello? Okay, I'm back. I had to talk to someone. Shoot. Brother came in and I was like, what was I talking about? Wow, I completely blanked. Shoot. Let's see, I was talking about... Look at... Oh yeah, builds. What we're gonna do afterwards. After the Earthmover build, I've thought about making some kind of a cityscape thing. I did something like a cityscape in my last run, but with the new updates to how vehicles work, I actually kind of want to give this like a massive city build another go. And as for like the theming of it, I'm not sure, because I could just literally build like a bunch of different cities and it would just kind of work out. But it's definitely going to be a more like useful city first, and then I'll probably customize it to be something better later. But I guess for like the primary reference, I have kind of thought about like the Lust layer as an option, like Lust layer and Ultra Kill. But I think that one's kind of difficult to translate just because of how large everything is. Or also thought about Cyber City and Deltarune. Like I try to have some like scenes or memorabilia around there that's based off of the Cyber City. Either way, gonna make some kind of a city build again, but with like actual working vehicles. Okay, I think I'm in a good spot to plop that down. Uh-oh, I'm out of mod frames in order to get these built. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I think I just need to place down one more, kind of in this area here, and then I think I have like full coverage. So I just need to see if I can get 3 more, and I think that'll work out. Also, I didn't even realize until now, like how many. Let's see, I'll take that out. I didn't realize until now, like how many Sam nodes that there actually were on the map, because there's like a Sam here, another Sam. Ooh, pure. There's a pure one here. Ooh, nice. Pumpkin Sears is Gobby. What the back, Gobby? Gobby. Oh, okay. Anyways, little Bobkin, welcome in. Trying to just find a bunch of hard drives, get stuff set up, and you don't have enough heavy frames. I'm guessing that's because you're actually making too much with the frames, is my assumption. I probably should have figured out if I could get that screw problem fixed before I went out about. Oh well. How does S rank in Metal Gear Solid work? I'm guessing be stealthy. I think it's the main one where like you can't trigger alert states. I think is the main thing. Yeah. What about TV World? Can I make TV World into something, or? Oh, no. You know what? I almost want to, whenever I get into like a cool city build idea, make wait, shoot. Whenever I do make the city thing, I don't want it to just be like one specific area, almost. I kind of want to see if I can make it into like this weird hodgepodge of a bunch of different ideas. So that's usually what I like building anyway. It's almost like I live for the hodgepodged ideas. You know, I was kind of wondering why there wasn't any uranium on the map, and then I remembered I don't have uranium unlocked yet, so I don't even have access to seeing that yet. I just kind of noticed on the map, was like, huh, it's like there's a lot of sand and iron and limestone and coal. Oh, wait, where's the nitrogen? Where's some other late game stuff? It's just not unlocked yet. Two random critters here. Lovkin says, but you can't even say my name when the memory's gone and your feeling's wrong. I don't know what the reference is to that one. Cass says, I got an S rank. I got only 6 out of the 7 objectives. Did trigger a search in the base, but it wasn't a full-blown alert. I think it is kind of based on, like, reflex, or like if you trigger the reflex effect, maybe, like how many times that happens, or if you like trigger a full alert. I only know like the stealthier you are, and also the faster that you do some of these, the better the S rank is. Maybe Metal Gear 5 just has like really weird requirements for the S rank to work. No, he doesn't get the bit. Yeah, I don't get the bit. I get the bite, but not the bit. Yeah, sorry, Balkan, I don't get it. Dean doesn't know The Invisible Man by Darren. You're right. I don't know. Broski, I got triggered reflex like 10 times. Look, I don't know. I haven't played Metal Gear in like ages. Do I know the last time I played Metal Gear? It was I think it was like last August, I think. I was on vacation and I wanted to try playing Metal Gear again. And I had a good time with it. I had a good time in general. But at some point I was like, man, I'm just like capturing and killing people nonsensical. Everything's just kind of like blurring together and not really making any sense. I wonder if I could like do a mission where I don't rely on killing or capturing people in order to complete objectives. Is that even possible? I asked myself. Anyways, that is kind of the basis for why I wanted to try that challenge out. And what do you mean, Invisible Man? Where did you find man in that sentence? You're right, how did I find man in that sentence? I'm gonna guess my brain auto-completed that word to be there. Thank you, brain, for auto-completing the stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna blame my brain for that. Thank you, brain. Yeah, no problem. I mean, no problem. You literally just added words there. I could also just be thinking about Invisible Man by Queen. And it was like, oh yeah, Invisible Man by Queen. Wait, no, that's not the right song. Oh well. Didn't even register that you didn't even say man. Local Dean hallucinates. You are absolutely correct. There is no man in that sentence. I hallucinated. I love the rain in this game. It's just very nice. I'm alive. That says I cleared an entire village of mercs, moved 5 meters away, turned around enough to count as exfiltrate the hunt zone. Mission ended with an empty village, and now it's full of enemies. They just sent more people. That's kind of it. I don't know why they keep sending more people into this, like, dangerous area. Metal Gear Solid 5 is a commentary on war as a system. There we go. I remember some... Let's see. I remember some video I watched that was talking about Metal Gear 5. And just, like, general talking about some of the lore of the game or, like, why things happen. And something that kind of stuck with me was, like, you know, the whole thing's like an anti-war propaganda, such and so on and so forth. Okay, well, how so? Well, you know all those people that you've captured, yeah? Do you even know their names? Not particularly. And yet you send them into battle regardless. Yeah, you're right. I do just kind of send them into battle a lot. For profit. It's like I don't even know who they are and I send them out to do my own battles. Wait a sec. It's like a commentary on the wealthy or something. Who's shooting at me? Good grief. Oh, Joshua's here. Hey, Joshua, welcome in. I've been on the hunt to try and get a bunch of radar stations set up. I got that actually kind of ready, or I just got done with the final radar station, I think. Because I think now I got basically full coverage. I think practically full coverage. I got up here 2, or unless there's something here that I'm missing, but I'll probably find that out at some other time. But yeah, I got full coverage, which is cool. Next thing I'm gonna do is like find some hard drives, because I'm gonna need some of those. Oh yeah. If I recall, I did MAM research. I can't really benefit from either of these at the moment. Neither of these either. Just keep them on standby. I need to go find some stuff. Haven't played the new Tamagotchi Life game? I haven't. Although, a legitimate question, is the new Tamagotchi Life on just Switch 2, or is it on Switch? Because if it's on Switch 2, that's, like, impossible, because I don't have a Switch 2. If on a Switch, there's a likelihood, but, well. I heard a lot of good things about it, though. I don't know if I'll have time to check it out, but, I don't know, it'd be nice if I had the option to, I guess. It's a Switch 1 game, says Kevin? Ooh. That's good to know. Don't expect any actual, like, gameplay from it, but, like, yeah, I don't have a Switch 2. That's kind of annoying. Bunny says, thought it was both? I guess I could look that up really quick. Let's see, Tamagotchi Life. Tamagotchi Life. Game. $60. Why is it $60? Ah, jeez, it looks so cool though. I'm like looking at the webpage for it. Let's see, game file size 6.3 megabytes. Switch runs on the Nintendo Switch. It doesn't say specifically if it's a Switch 1 or 2 game, but so I'm assuming that it's both. Alright. What is this man on about, says Bobcan? Taz is talking about a bunch of Metal Gear 5 things going on. Like Metal Gear Solid 5. There's a bunch of side ops missions. Ever watched the Super Mario Galaxy movie, says Josh? I haven't. I don't really plan on watching it either. It's just not a kind of movie that I feel interested in watching. I'll put it this way. It may look really good, but I don't really like watching movies that put ads on everything. Like, frankly, put ads on everything. They put Super Mario movie ads on deodorant bottles. Why? Why would you do that? I know it's like for advertising reasons, but like I'd rather just hear about something from word of mouth instead of it being like advertised to me like crazy. Because at least if it's word of mouth, that means it's probably worth looking into. But if I'm getting advertised on deodorant bottles, I'm like, well, is it good or not? This deodorant bottle says that it's good enough to advertise. But this is a deodorant bottle. Oh, it's also on my cereal? Why on my cereal, I asked myself. I'm not gonna say that the movie's like good or bad, I just don't like checking out movies that have such, like, aggressive advertising. Come on. There we go. Get explosive rebar? But it says people have just been treating me way different now. What? But it says I was just talking to a guy. People treat me different. Let's see. Okay, actually gonna read up on what Funny's been saying for a bit. Let's see. I'm so annoyed. I hate when I was just talking to a guy. I got diagnosed with autism like a week ago. People have just been treating me way more different, in my opinion. I mean, it's probably because of the diagnosis, I guess. Because now there's like a lot of preconceived ideas of, oh, well, now that you have this is what this is, right? In reality, no one knows what it really is, and it's just this big hodgepodge of not issues. None of them are issues. They may call it like a disorder or whatever, but that's only because it's like different than normal. And that's why it's disorder. But then again, what's normal anyway? I don't particularly like what they think is normal, which is just like you just mind your own business and do absolutely nothing of interest. I don't know. I feel that's kind of abnormal to be not interesting. Yeah. I'll put it this way. I probably have, me personally, me, the dude that is talking to you, probably has some type of autism or ADHD type thing. I definitely do. I mean, have you seen the amount of effort that I put through to do a lot of stuff? Yeah, I definitely have something like that. But I don't really want that to be, like, a label on my life. Would it be useful knowing? I mean, probably. But, like, I personally don't find a reason to... I personally don't have a reason to know. I know some people probably need it for, like, either medical reasons or, like, as an excuse, because just some people need physical proof. But, I died. Shoot. Damn.
Do I need to explain how organic bodies work?
No, wait, you don't need to explain it to me again. Alright, let's skedaddle out of here. That's gonna be a bit to get back, isn't it? And my tractors are out of fuel again. God damn it. Why are they out of fuel? They should not be out of fuel. I guess while I'm here, I'll just do stuff. You get benefits from some things. It's cool. Oh, alright. Well, like I said, there's like some reason for some people to get it. At least for me, I don't have like an actual genuine reason. And you know what, this is more of an ego thing probably, but I just don't like having the label be put on me and then have these like preconceived notions. I mean, then again, it might be kind of good to have as a label in some ways, but I personally don't need it, so I haven't actually like done any test type stuff. Would it still be useful? Of course, but eh. Anyways, what I'm trying to get at, it doesn't really matter if someone gets diagnosed with ADHD or some other type of disorder of really any kind. Still a person. They still got their own problems, their own hardships. Everyone goes through life in their own way. Even those with like incredible disabilities that makes them practically incapable of living a normal life still find a way. Why? Because they're a person, and they have their own strengths and weaknesses too. Everyone in some way is useful, even if it doesn't really seem like it. They're still there. Should I say useful? No, useful is not the right word. Just they should be there. They should exist. People should be given the right to be able to be a thing. Yeah, useful is a really bad word to put there because that has a lot of other negative connotations that doesn't really work. So, really, people should just be living their lives just as they want to, free to live their happy ways. Of course, unless that involves destroying everything, but whatever. Moving on, because I could just rant about that for a while. Bunny says, I recommend just to know yourself better or something, but I get what you mean, though. Bunny says that they don't take medication, perfectly capable. I'm honestly kind of worried on doing the whole medication stuff, because, like, at times, I genuinely wonder if I'd actually be me if I took some of the... if I, like, did anything connected to medication. Would it make things, like, way easier because I'd be able to focus more? I mean, yeah, obviously. At the same time, I kind of like the insanity that I go through, because annoyingly enough, I've kind of adapted to the insane ideas that I have, so I don't like thinking about what happens when I don't have that insanity as like a frame of reference, I guess? Maybe. That's just a personal worry, though. Okay, some reason this tractor does not like having fuel, even though it should be fully capable of having fuel. And yet, it doesn't. We need to put a stop to this immediately. There's probably a clog, because at some point, I remember, for no reason, none at all, there's rubber in the fuel line. I guess when I was, like, sorting things out, there was rubber in the fuel line, and I guess it... okay, I'm gonna just check this out. You do not have fuel. That is the problem. Why? Because you have rubber. Why do you have rubber? Why is the rubber going into the fuel line? Okay. I have actual fuel going into the fuel line now. Huzzah. Right, now to make my way back to my little misadventure. Orby says, on God, the character I'm making is going to be so good. Can't wait to see them. If you want to show it off, you can send it over to the fan mail accounts. I've got a link in the description. That way you'd actually be able to show it off. You got the light. Why don't you show it off? Why don't you show it off? Right, hard drives. I need hard drives. That one's still waiting for a while. For now, I'm gonna hide resource nodes, because that's just gonna clog up the map. There's actually a pod over here. I think there's two hard drives over here, but those need cooling devices, both of which I just do not have. So I don't think I can actually take advantage of those. Of course, I missed that zip line by going straight through it. Whatever. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Where else can I look for stuff? There's like a ton in this area. So I can probably look there. There's also some near the swamp region, so I might check that out too. Oh yeah, I did put markers down for a couple drone ports, but I don't think some of the pods out there I'm not able to make, but there's still like so many out there. I say there's so many, and then there's like, I can't actually see this because it's blocked off. That's funny. How about here? Okay, so there's just one somewhere in the desert, so I don't really think I need to look around the desert area. Oh. End of the line. Best way to find hard drive. I have a funny idea. Am I even going to be able to get into making the mod frames today, or mod engines today? Maybe not. This might actually just end up being a big, massive exploration stream, which I'm okay with. I kind of like exploring for a while anyway. And then I might end up yeah, we'll see how much we can do. I'm hoping to just like do more exploration and just find stuff today, and probably tomorrow focus on getting the mod frame stuff set up. That would work out. Ideally though, I need to get the alternate smart plate recipe so that I can get more smart plates per minute, just so I don't have to have so many machines or resources dedicated to it. So my resources are limited. Why? Oh, because I have so many random nodes everywhere. Also, I guess space is also limited, technically, because, oh, that is if I want to, like, make... Let's see. I've been trying to think on what kind of projects to put into the Earthmover itself. Issue is that because it has a very limited amount of space, I have to be kind of picky with what I choose to build in there, which isn't really too big of an issue because there actually is like a lot of space to kind of do whatever. I only have like 2 floors lined out, but I could get like 5 or 6 or even 7 different floors, and that would be fine. It's just like a mushroom thing that loaded in. That's weird. I did have a plan where if the only thing that I were to make in it is like heavy mod frames, that would actually be fine. Or like or pressure cubes too. Pressure cubes are like some ultra late game items that are the most advanced cube imaginable. And I'm hoping to get at least that be made in the Earthmover, and then I can work on other projects there too. It's still going to be a lot of like vehicle work, but I'm sure I can make some pretty cool stuff at some point. Though, I'm only really talking about this because I'm not sure if I want to also make mod engines in it by the end of it, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, well, I do have a lot of time to think about what kind of build that I want, and I can always just dismantle whatever factory that I have been working on and make something better. I don't actually have like a finished factory plan anyway, so this kind of works out. Alright. What do you need? You need just quick wire? Alright. Thank you.
Wait, oh. Too late. Take the damaged hard drive to the MAM for analysis.
Wait, what should have I waited for? What should have I waited for, Ada? And then we may never know. I'm gonna clean up this area. These drop pods are so messy. MAM research done. Scan complete. What do you got? Hey, I got the smart plate recipe. Nice. Just gonna trigger that. I do want to do more hunting around for stuff, just to see how many more things I can find, because, how much effort is it going to be to actually get into this? Well, let's see, for the reinforced plates, I do need, iron, plastic, because I need, oh yeah, I need copper sheets, don't I? Yeah. Or, do I want to make the copper sheets up at the Earthmover, or do I want to just like transport them up there? I kind of like the transport them up there method because I don't have to worry too much about like how many of them I need, because I'm gonna need a lot of copper plates. How many exactly? At least from my calculations. I'm looking at them off screen. Hold on. I need, actually only 83 copper sheets if I do the 30 mod frames a minute thing. I'm taking damage and I'm not even noticing. There we go. I was tabbed out. There we go. Come on. Hey, buddy. 500 side ops. 500 side ups. Here have more because you completed 3 side ups. Africa. I feel like okay. Another issue with Metal Gear 5 that I personally have is like how repetitive a lot of the missions get, because they just kind of end up being like someone captured somebody in the same area that I'm at 1 health. That they've captured people in before already. We know how to infiltrate them. I just wish there was like more mission variety, which technically there is if you do like the story missions. But there's only so much. Oh, Kogito is here. Hey Kogito, welcome. Get you up to speed. I've been exploring for about 2 hours now, trying to find hard drives and getting a radar station set up. I have stuff to at least do the project that I want to do today, but I might actually spend time today trying to do more research into sulfur. I was actually just about to kind of talk about that, but I got interrupted by myself. So, idea I got. I'm thinking on just going to get some more sulfur and whatever coal that I have. I might even like take some of the coal from the coal generators and use them for explosive research. Why do I need explosives? Oh, because these guys are annoying as heck to get rid of. Also, there's no hard drive here, right? Oh, there it is. It's up on the hill. Need to get up there. No, wait, plant. I can't get rid of this plant. I'm sad. I have to actually walk around the plant. Oh well, just get rid of all that. So, what do we need for sulfur research? Well, first thing, we need to have hard drives not be processed, because I can't actually do research on it until I get the until I get the MAM research completed. So I can't actually start doing that until this is finished. Which, I guess in order to get into that, I basically need sulfur and coal in the same area, but I think I also need oil. Yeah, there's like a section later where I need heavy oil, so I need to probably see if I can just have heavy oil, sulfur, and coal in the same area so that I can start processing. And then I can get guns. And if I can get guns, I can get bullets. And if I can get bullets, I can get remains. And if I can get remains, I can get fuel. There we are. Test says beam site-ups are literally named Prisoner Extraction 1. Eliminate an armored tank, Unit 2. Extract a highly skilled soldier. Mine clearance. They're all numbered. It's a lot to do. Remember the tank one? There's like some guys protecting a random tank that just like spawned nearby or something like that. Pure iron node next to impure uranium. Completed 5 to 8 of each. Oh, I just kind of thought about this. For the run that I was thinking on doing, the challenge run of not doing much, I might end up like doing a bunch of the more animal related psyops or the plant related ones, just to kind of get by, I guess. Although, okay, in order to do the you can get money by rescuing animals, but you have to like tranquilize them first and then evac them. But the issue is that you don't have a lot of tranquilizer ammo. So you have to like keep refilling it or something. Oh, wait, there's also traps you can do, like trapping like at least like some other animals. Ooh. Oh, I actually like that. So I actually have a reason to look into some of the other options in the game, because I like barely, if ever, tackle that side of Metal Gear 5. That'd actually be interesting, focusing on that side of the game instead. Tranquilizer ammo isn't the issue, the silencer is, but you can take it off. Oh yeah, that's right, the silencer does kind of run out easily, doesn't it? Oh, hey look, there's oil. What kind of node is that, actually? Pure oil node. Oh, it's kind of a waste to work on that then. There's an impure one. I might work on the impure node there. Ooh, would it be worthwhile to get? I know I have a like a truck or tractor route here. I wonder if I can get a second tractor to go along that path, or do I even need a second tractor? Yeah, I'd rather get a second tractor. Basically, one that Oh, do I want tractors or trucks? I'm asking if I want to, like, package the oil first, which may mean that I only need to use tractors, but I could also instead try to get a truck up and running. Do I have access to trucks yet? I do. Okay, because I have access to fluid trucks, so I can use that to transport that oil. Might actually do that. Okay, so the idea is that I get some of that oil to my base to then work on processing. Since it's already on a connected line, that actually should be easy. Okay. The Rangers destroyed my cardboard box that I was using to hide from a sniper. Unfortunate. Should have had a waterproof box. Okay, that's another thing. I haven't actually used like box tech like at all when I was, or like box related tech that much when I was playing Metal Gear 5, because never actually needed to rely on it at all. So it might be kind of neat to finally have a reason to look into it. Oh, right. How much longer until man thing's done? I think it's like a couple minutes. No, not a couple minutes, a couple seconds. All right, once this gets done, we're gonna start shifting gears and move into sulfur research. Can get heavy heavy frame, which doesn't use screws anymore, but it has a weird output and input rates. Well, I've never seen this rate before. I need 15.938 concrete per minute in order to make this one work. What? Why 15.8? Well, can I, like, tell it to do 3 parts a minute? Let's see. Overclock 150%. 3 per minute. Okay, so it does a solid 17. It's just it takes 64 seconds to complete it. That's weird. Very weird. Okay. Do I want pure copper ingot? I actually kind of like that one, but that's more of a late game option. What other options do I got? Automated speed wiring. This one's technically a bit better if I can like make the process more interesting. Nah, I'll just take that one. All right, shifting gears into using sulfur. So I need sulfur itself and coal. As for where sulfur is, it is nearby, and there is also some coal also nearby, so I might actually just go over there and start doing some research. I think eventually I could either get a tractor or other stuff just over there. All right, sulfur. There's a coal node kind of nearby. I think that one's already been collecting stuff. Let's see. Get a buffer out, connect, and upgrade you. Just so you start collecting sulfur. And, let's see. There we go. Oh, I should have, like, gotten items out of my inventory. What am I thinking? Oh, well. Gavin says, the people that got my card with the Discord working on getting a new card. You mean like a workplace card? Or like a business card? Is that what you mean? Speaking of, I still need to remind myself to get any try to get you in after I'm done with the stream. All right, there's some sulfur. Research. Black powder. Research complete. Next is smokeless powder.
Research completed. Black powder recipe unlocked. New sulfur research available.
Very cool. Way to go. Okay, gonna sort out my inventory really quick. Just try to get stuff out of here. Like, your debit card. No money was taken though. Okay. Yeah. Again, I hope that gets all sorted out. It's really unfortunate that ended up happening. Let's see. Can I make some? Oh no, it's in equipment, isn't it? Yeah, it's in equipment. Why is this in equipment? It just is. Alright, gonna be crafting that for a bit. Let's see. Even though I definitely need to get like an automated process in order to get more of these ready, I'm probably gonna have to make sure I get... No. No, I want to go over to the oil node that I saw earlier and just get some heavy oil there and see if I can work on making the smokeless powder. Yeah. I could like hook up a depot and then I could just craft a lot of this stuff for now. I think for now. Because I don't really have... Ugh. I'm stretching right now. I don't really have room or time to really set up a proper automated factory in order to make the explosives that I need. But I have enough resources in play that I think it should be fine. It should be fine if I just use like a bunch of dimensional depots to get like small projects up and running. Or like small amounts of stuff. So if I have like 2 assemblers here, have that get split off. These 2 connect it to power. Tell them to make black powder, and we'll just make it very fast. That way, it'll all go into a dimensional depot. So that'll get processed. I just need to get some more coal over here, which is just over this hill. Actually, it's right here. There you go. And say, we'll just up you up. Kind of willy-nilly up you up? No, we'll just like super up. It's fine. What the heck's a super up? We make it go very good. What are you talking about? No, we're just making it better. That's all it is. We're just making it significantly better. Okay, we've got a bunch of coal going through, so now this is making a steady flow of black powder, which I can then use for like taking out of a depot and just use. Why is there a random pipe here? Is this a pipe that I left from like a demo that I did? Probably. Whoops. Yeah, it's all being sent to the depot now. Yep. Okay, cool. Oh, is there anything I could actually make with this right now? Black powder, we'll just take you, go to the MAM, sulfur. Oh, nice, I can get extra equipment stuff. This is good, because now I can actually hold more things.
Tool belt expanded. I compounded sulfur's tristatic atom matrix into a quadrimensional gate vortex.
What?
You can now carry more stuff.
Thanks, Ada? I just got like discombobulated from that one. And Nobelisk research done.
Detonator and basic Nobelisk unlocked. Most obstacles can be cleared with the basic Nobelisk. It is most effective against organic material and is able to destroy small boulders and porous rock. Deployed Nobelisks will stick to the first solid surface they touch and queue on the universal detonator. If you do not recall the order in which you deployed the Nobelisks, remember Fixit does not take responsibility for any harm caused due to human error, even if those errors are genetic.
Hey, don't call me out like that.
Research completed. Smokeless powder recipe unlocked. New sulfur research available for the development of high-end weaponry and ammunition. Research completed. Experimental power generation research options are now available. These may enhance performance of other fuel sources.
Compacted coal also researched.
Compacted coal unlocked. It is physically smaller and more powerful, but its carbon footprint remains enormous. This fuel upgrade can be used in coal-powered generators and vehicles.
Do we need to make compacted coal in here? Or... Wait, is compacted coal... Oh, it's an assembler-only item. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can get some of this also getting built too. Not black powder, I need compacted coal. Only reason why I need any amount of this is just for research purposes. Right. Go back and check on the man. What do I need? Tess says, "Okay, quiet. Have turned into paths. What? I don't know what you're talking about. I know quiet that you're talking about, but I don't know like what you're talking about." Okay. In other news, more research done in turbo fuel. So I can now get packaged turbo fuel, which is basically the next fuel type that I need.
Turbo fuel unlocked. This upgrade to regular fuel is optimal for fuel-powered generators, jetpacks, and fulfilling long-distance trucker fantasies.
What? Long-distance trucker fantasies, okay. Right. So now that we got some of this just basic manufacturing set up, eventually we'll be able to get access to more turbo fuel production, which that's not going to be for a bit. The other options that were there needed aluminum packaging, which I just do not have access to at the moment. Next thing we're going to do is head over to the one impure oil node that's over near a quartz node that's over in this direction that I'm moving. And we'll be checking out if we can get some smokeless powder. Don't have a way to transfer items over to the smokeless powder yet, because we need black powder in order to get that to work. But with the depot, we can at least like get some, and we can get some just by virtue of just having it in our pocket, and then crafting some of it. Eventually, I will need to make a like fully functioning factory, because I will be needing like lots of bombs at my disposal, but this should be fine for now. Taz says that Paz is a girl from Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. It's a PSP or PS Vita game that also was in Metal Gear Solid Ground Zero and should be dead. Kevin says, "Can I say a way that you can get me back on the Discord server? Send an invite to this person. You might need to make the server invite only for a little bit." I think it is on invite only already. Like, the only way in is through inviting. So I think that should be fine. Again, I'll try to deal with that after I get done with the stream. Let's see. plug that in, and we'll just make a very basic refinery. Plug that together and create smokeless powder. It uses black powder and heavy oil. Oh. I need heavy oil. Let's see. Another process. I just remembered I needed to do. Plug that in, and that'll turn it into heavy oil, which will make excess resources. So send you out. Well, that plugged in. You connect it, and it'll make heavy oil. And this one will make smokeless powder. There we go. It has now started producing. Don't have a real way to get this like working at the moment, but let's see. Take a bunch of black powder and just have a container here full of it. And then we'll use that to power it for now. Okay, so smokeless I probably need to overclock this too, don't I? Yeah, just so I can make this a bit faster. We'll need to wait a couple minutes to get all the resources that I need. Does this need more heavy oil? No, it's good. Could make another one, but I don't feel like doing that right now. Right. Pull up the MAM. And in order to get the gun, I need about 50. And I also need motors, which I got. And rubber, which I got. So now we just need to wait for the smokeless powder to get made. Which we just need 8 more. Let's see. So once we get explosive, well, they're not going to get done. They're at least going to get researched. Yeah. So at the very least, they'll be ready? Yeah. Oh yeah, I need the cluster noble. Ooh, I could probably start making nobelisks right now. That could be a thing I could do. Let's see, equipment workbench. Nobelisk detonator. Got it. And nobelisks. This way, we've got a way to actually fight against these guys. Tess says, "Who's the freaky dude that throws diamonds around my mother base?" It's Big Boss. It's Big Boss that does it, probably. He's testing you. He's got a lot of wealth, and he's like, yeah, well, I don't know if I want to give it to this guy. I gotta test him. I gotta hide the diamonds across the base. That'll give him a reason to explore, too. Yes, this is genius tactics, Snake. Good job. That's my headcanon. One that I literally just came up with, like, on the spot. Head. Wait, Big Boss? But I'm Big Boss. Yeah. You're Big Boss. Uh-huh. Yeah. Keep telling yourself that, champ. There's a lore reason for me saying that. And, oh, we don't have enough motors yet. Shoot. Motor. There we go. I can now make a gun. Nice. I think because I made a gun, I can actually start researching the inventory.
Rifle and rifle
Yeah.
ammo unlocked. A long-range weapon and rapid-fire ammunition, only to be used for the defense or acquisition of fixed property. Conveniently, this includes everything of value on this planet. Pocket dimension inflated by utilizing numinous gel hydrology channeled through an etheric spigot.
What?
Some used to say this as impossible, but the meaning of that word has long since been removed from my dictionary.
Okay, Ada. More nobelisks. That says that he's got a Discord chat named Big Balls, and it has Punished Snake as a picture. Wow, this is a weird reality that you found yourself in. Is it your home, perhaps? Is it your new home, the weird Discord chat that you've made? This is an unfortunate set of circumstances, because now you're stuck here forever. How unfortunate. You get a theme song to go along with it. Good job. Anyways, I got a gun now, or at least, or I can actually make one. I should probably just make one, actually. This will replace my rifle, or the single-shot gun that I was using earlier. The single-shot gun still is good, but it has now been replaced. I'm just gonna put the chainsaw away for now, until I need it at some point. Now I also got the Nobelisk Detonator, which allows me to just throw bombs and blow them up. That was a really fast explosion, jeez. A lot faster than I was expecting. Can someone tell where quiet is? There's like 2 walking doors on the entire platform, and and one doesn't open, and the other one leads to paths. I think she should be in the medical wing or something. That's from when I remember playing. Unless she moved herself, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I might not have enough time to actually get into the mod engine part of the stream today, which I kind of wanted to, but at least I did some exploration where to find some hard drive. I might actually just use the rest of today's stream to just do some exploring. I am at the medical platform! Did you check the basement? That's the only other place I got. So, yeah, I just want to see if I can find any more hard drives, and however many slugs or spheres or sloops I can find, I'll probably just use that for today. And then do, like, see if I can get the mod engine research. I want to see if I can get the mod engines done this week, which is why I have, like a multi-day, or, like, 4 streams in 1 week dedicated to Satisfactory. Where the heck? Oh, yeah. There we go. I'm hoping to get Phase 3 done this week. That's what I want. How many more of these do I need? About 15 more bombs. Bombs? I want to get cluster bombs built, because I can actually make some cool stuff with that. Or more like once I get cluster bombs, then I have cluster bombs, which makes killing things a lot easier, especially in a bigger AoE. Oh yeah, I need this. Smokeless powder. And research done. Nice.
Cluster Nobelisk unlocked. This type of Nobelisk detonates into multiple smaller explosions. Can be used for clearing large areas of vegetation and other inconveniences. Addendum. Inconveniences, in this case is not defined to include persistent family members, raccoons, student debt, the sunrise, peer performance reviews, neighbors learning to play the saxophone, phone
What?
calls, or your favorite show getting cancelled.
No, that one's reasonable. Yeah, we gotta take to Twitter and post about this. Power storage warnings training. What? Oh yeah, I did like turn off the production for a bit, didn't I? Oh yeah, that's fine. I think this should be alright. I have enough power to suffice for quite some time. Because Jim would be like, I'll make a lore reason for women to be 97% naked. For some reason, that seems to be a very big focus of him. I don't know why. Found quiet. She's in a monkey cage. You found quiet in the basement, I'm assuming? The, like, caged-in area. At least for Quiet's reason, it's like, oh, it's because she breathes through her skin because she's like part plant or something. Because something the parasites made her into this. So putting clothes on actually suffocates her. Okay, why are there cosmetic options like that? Ah, man, I just need more smoke powder. Smokeless powder. It's not smoke powder, it's smokeless. So wait, is there such thing as a smoke powder?
The smokeless powder implies the existence of smoke powder.
How many more of these we got? Barely any. Resupply this. Bomb. Explosion too. Anything else I can do? No, there's the explosive rebar, but I frankly don't want to get into that. There's a smokeless and black gunpowder. Technically, I'm using black gunpowder in order to make smokeless powder. So I guess that's the difference? I don't know. Anyways, that probably all I really need to do. Ooh, do I want to get the Explorer? I might as well get it. The mod engines and oscillators. Give me the... go. You won't believe it, but smokeless gunpowder still produces smoke. God damn it. I can't believe words would lie like that. Unlocked the Explorer.
Explorer unlocked. This personnel transport vehicle facilitates rapid traversal of difficult terrain and climbs like a mountain goat that has returned from extinction.
Oh, I need some more polyresin really quick.
Priority merger unlocked. Useful for prioritizing between inputs to avoid eventual stoppage. If you have an issue with stoppage somewhere else, consult a physician instead.
What? Let's see. Tess says it's just that black gunpowder makes so much smoke that compared to its smokeless powder is kind of smoke. Okay. That at least makes a bit of sense. Let's see. Other thing I want to do really quick. I want to produce synthetic fabric, because if I can produce synthetic fabric, then I can actually have a production line for fabric-related projects. So I'm just gonna say make a bunch of resin. There we go. Make a bunch of resin particles, and thank you all. And all the heavy oil will just go out to here. I know I'm making some resin here, but I don't. It's gonna take a while. This one's a bit faster. I need to get 200. Quiet is now a buddy now. Nice. Make sure to teach her that killing is bad, so you can get the tranquilizer option. That was something else I didn't like about every time. Like, Quiet's, like, in my opinion, one of the best companions that you can get, just because of like how versatile her, like the sniper Overwatch Hawkeye effect is. But she just kind of kills everybody. But sometimes you don't want to kill everybody, and it gets kind of problematic. So you have to send her out into the field and train her enough so that you can get the tranquilizer option, so that you don't have to kill people whenever she spots people. You can just put them to sleep instead. Which is still super powerful, to be fair, because you can just take out an entire camp that way. Let's see, fabric. Make a fabric. Terrific.
Research completed. Polyester fabric recipe unlocked. Using polyethylene terephthalate, production of a lightweight and strong fabric can be automated. It has many of the properties of naturally sourced fabric, and also amplifies body odor.
Amplifies body odor? What? Why is that an option? But yeah, Quiet, I think, is, like, again, one of the better companions. Just kind of difficult to get functional, because you gotta train her up so that you can give her the tranquilizer sniper rifle. And in order to get there, you might shed a bit of blood. You know what could probably, like, end the stream off? As soon as the adaptive control units get done. Although, at this point, I might need to actually go back and make sure that I have my heavy frame production actually working, because at the moment, it's not the best. And I need to actually, like, work on that. I just need to, like, get some stuff in there in order to get more screws, basically, which really shouldn't take too long. I just thought it wouldn't be too big of an issue. Apparently it is. I want to make a bunch of cluster bombs before I go out and do that, though. Then afterwards, I'll probably just use that as, like, a timer till the stream ends or something. Okay, I think I have enough stuff. Just throw all that away. Okay, head back into the base, do some cleanup of the projects, empty out my inventory, and then fix up the heavy frame issues. Hopefully get the adaptive control units done by the end of today. Roaring Knight's here and says, evil! What's evil? What could possibly be so evil? Like, actually, what's evil? Tess says, oh, now I know why I should collect MG and AA replacements. I can sell them for money. I can, in Mr. Krabs' voice. I can sell them for money. Let's see, MG and AA placements? What are those that you're talking about? I'm just not aware of the abbreviations, cuz Rory Knight says that they're evil. You're evil? Huh. That's cringe. Also, now that I have dynamite. Jeez, that explodes so fast. Oh, let's see if I can take this one spider out. Oh yeah, I can take out the gasp nodes too. Hey, there we go. Took out those guys. Run Knight's just evil today. Okay. Get you up to speed, Knights. Basically spent the whole day not really making factories, but just exploring everything around. I got all of the map vision. Also developed bombs. That's it. No. Hold on. There's a bomb on that one. Hit. So I got those. And let's see. I need to go back up to my factory and just try to make sure I get. Jeez, did that thing die instantly? Okay, I might actually use this a bit more. It's also gonna make clearing out these gas fields a little bit better. So I can just press this button. Get rid of all the gas bubbles. That says MG machine gun, the heavy machine gun. It's really heavy because firing a bigger caliber bullet, and AA gun for anti-air. Oh, okay. I figured that's what that was, but I just wanted to make sure. But yeah, let's see. So you can't. I need to actually do that too, where you can actually sell it for money. I like always collect a bunch of those, and then I forget you can actually just sell them for money. I'm not actually sure at like what rate everything's at the moment. So wanted to try to wait until the adaptive control units were done before, like, today at the end of the stream today, and I think that would be nice. Also today, ooh, you are full. That thing is full. That is not good. You should not be full. Is it because it has too many steel? It's probably because there's too much steel going through. Actually, this probably wouldn't be too bad if I got the machines actually working, because maybe just stuff isn't getting processed. Probably. Alright, time to actually get the final part of the plan set up. Not really final part of the plan, but just like the thing itself. Let's see. So, the problem is you. I thought that this would be enough. I was wrong. I'm wrong! Alright, I'll end up making, I think, 3 different constructors for this, just so I have enough going around. The chat is so evil and decided to stop working. I've actually, no joke, had issues with the YouTube chat a bit earlier today, where some messages just were not going through for some reason. Not sure what that was about. Okay, set those up. Recolor those so that they don't look like they're using something wrong. All powered, and now they'll get steel beams so that they'll start making screws, and then once they start making screws, the mod frames will actually get created in time. Oh. Oh, I think this is kind of funny. Hold on. So remember earlier when Kevin was talking about how their account got taken at some point? Let's see. I only mentioned because over on the one-shot Discord. Where is it? What? It's just here. Oh yeah, here it is. From the 26th, like a few days ago, there's been a significant uptick in accounts being stolen. Reminder on those who aren't aware. Be aware of some scams and such. Can I zoom in on this? Of course I can't. Anyways, I only mentioned this because there was a message on the one-shot Discord that was like saying, hey, some people's accounts are being stolen, just be careful of that. So I guess there was just a wave of people's accounts being taken for a bit. Just thought that was kind of coincidental. Anyways, now I actually have some of this working, so that's good. Hopefully this doesn't clog things up anymore. Still kind of clogged, but I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue in a moment or two. Tess says, I thought precious minerals were needed for some research, but I guess not. Check the game and can't find it anywhere requiring it. So I sell my, excuse me, 3,000 precious material for a lot of money. Oh yeah, the main use for it is that it's just for money reasons. Although, from my experience, I usually keep a surplus of precious metals on me to then convert into money eventually if, like, I need stuff. But the more where I'm like, man, I'm using a lot of my precious material for money, I'm gonna have to figure out how I can, like, not spend as much. Just gonna overproduce on these too. You need... Wait a second. I'm not getting enough steel pipes here. Why did I have only one? Did I literally think only one would do? That's crazy. Okay. Well, now I've corrected that. Wow, I just, like, really haphazardly made the heavy frame thing, did I? Okay, well now it should be able to make enough steel pipes as well as have all of its resources in order to make it. So I think this should be okay. Right. So now that it's actually producing things at a reasonable rate, 2,500 resources. Uh. I, one moment. I'm gonna go AFK for a bit. I gotta go check up on something. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. Realized at some point my my cat snuck out of my room while I wasn't looking. I was trying to figure out where he went. He was in an entirely different room sleeping. Like most cats do. Okay, where was I? There's... Yeah, I think I should be able to do that. Okay. Sorry, something came up. I need 250, and then I need to divide that by and get 8 per minute. Divide that again. So should I have all the depth of control units that I need in about half an hour? Is that right? I think so. All right. So as long as the production's actually working properly now, should be able to finish this in half an hour. All right. Also, a thing just kind of came up. I'm gonna go on. I gotta take my cat to the vet soon. Just gonna check up on him, just a general checkup. It's been several months. We just want to go check up on him. Anyways, the appointment ended up being about at 11:30. So for this time, it'd be like that would be like 30 minutes after when the streams normally start. This is a problem because well, need to actually have a stream there or whatever. So tomorrow, I unfortunately might need to delay tomorrow's stream. I'll probably have to update the upcoming stream thing. So it'll end up being like about an hour later, hour and a half later than usual, probably. Yeah, which is unfortunate, but also need to make sure that I check up on my cat. So, unfortunately, tomorrow's stream is going to be a little rescheduled to an hour and a half delay. Tess says, oh yeah, I see you give Quiet Tranquilizer, gonna need level 20 bond, and I guess to reach that I also need to kill a few people. Well, not that you need to kill a few people, but you need to be in some missions with her, and she has a really terrible habit of unleashing hell upon everyone. Even when you're like, no, I don't want you to do all of that, and then she does it anyway, because she's really good at the whole shooting at people from far away. You know, Quiet has cosmetic options and pictures for them strip on her. Cosmetics for the dog are really bad. Make her silver or gold or covered in yeah, I don't know why Quiet's ones are just like... Actually, cover her in precious metals or otherwise. And then for the dog, you get a combat uniform. Same with the horse. Why don't they get a gold and bloody option? I think someone's playing favorites. Why D-Walker has a bond level? It's a robot. Think of it more of like an experience level, I think. Like, you get more experience if you're using D-Walker. I have a hater lol. Some dude found one of my comments and now he's found a second one. He did not like them. Haters gonna hate. Can't stop them. Literally. They exist by hating people. All you have to do is not hate them back, I guess. Either that or, like... Okay, one problem that I have when it comes to, like, dealing with people that just propagate hate forever is that, unfortunately, your efforts towards trying to stop them from hating causes them to hate more. So, how exactly do you stop people from hating you? Or at least prevent it? Main answer, you just don't care. Eventually, if you're able to create something that, like, not even the haters have like a justifiable reason to hate, eventually they'll kind of die off. But you have to keep working on, like, making your area better, or your whole world better, pretty much. So, a lot of effort in order to stave off the haters. But it's well worth it just so you can have a place to call your own. Tess says, I don't like D-Dog for that reason. They forced me to use him. I said for him to stay. He was not, in fact, staying. Yeah, and I'm not a huge fan of D-Dog either, even though I also think D-Dog's one of the better companions too, and that's only because of, like, the insane sonar power that D-Dog has access to, where you can just smell the whole fight arena and knows exactly where everyone's at, which is, like, super duper useful. And also, a lot of the cases, a lot of enemies don't, like... Oh, can I change... Can I not change my bombs? Hold on, I should be able to change my bombs. Why am I not? Yeah, I have cluster bombs. That was weird. I was holding down the change bomb button. Alright, where are my foes? And anyways, D-Dog's kind of okay. But I would just rather use Quiet just because of the versatility that she has. D-Dog though good. D-Dog though very fun. If you're just going on a solo mission. Let's see. Limits of Quiet is, even though she can get, like, really good reconnaissance vision on everybody, she is limited by how far the sideline is, so she can't see indoors. D-Dog can. You can use that for, like, infiltration. But also, Quiet is, like, the most deadly companion ever. D-Horse is the goat. D-Horse... I honestly want to have more reasons to use D-Horse, just because like you can use them to like move around a lot better. They're also the first companion that you get, and if you choose any other companion, you're heavily limited on your mobility. I just want D-Dog to, or D-Horse to have more capabilities other than defecating. I don't know why that's an option, but oh well, it's an option. I don't have any control rods, do I? No. Well, I didn't type it right. Didn't type it right. Didn't type it right. Didn't type it right. I'm so bad at this. What the heck? Control rod. Oh, I do have some. Shoot. There we go. Since I'm done doing a bunch of MAM research, I'm just gonna plug that into the system. Alright. Throw those back in there. Anyways, I don't know. Some of the companions I just want to be better than Quiet. Quiet is just way too versatile to not use on a lot of missions. Okay, I want to see if I can start using this gun a little bit. Any other hard drive in the area? Not at the moment. Oh, I'm all alone here. And they only watch for now, at least according to YouTube. Yeah, I think so. It's you and me, Taz. We're the only ones here. No one else. We can have a private conversation. There's no reason for anyone else to go into the stream and get this far into the stream VOD thing in order to see this. Anyways, I'll probably be ending the stream off whenever the adaptive control units get finished, which will be in I think like 30 minutes or so. So expect that. There's a spider up there. Oh, pow. And blow up. Alright, so we found Slug, which is good. Any hard drives? Not at the moment. Oh no! Private conversations. My favorite. Oh yes, yes. They're the best, even though we kind of had conversations anyway. I see 2 unsuspecting enemies down there, minding their own business. It'd be a shame if there was a bomb on their head. Run! I missed entirely. Actually, I landed on his head. That's funny. What? Yeah. Excuse me, need your guts, Thank you very much. Yeah. Supro's here. Not so private now, I guess. But Dean only had 1 fan, lol. Kind of weird in some cases, because I remember I had like 10 people watching at the start of the stream, and then it like slowly trickled down. I don't blame people for like sticking around at the very start and then heading out afterwards. Did I get an email? Hold on. Probably like one that doesn't matter. Can you like go away from those trees? I want to harvest those at some point. Thank you. Okay, well, I'll just shoot you. I have a gun. Man, this thing only takes like 15 bullets. There we go. Suspiciously timed, suspiciously email-shaped 2 Pro. Okay, I don't know how I, like, failed to read that. Oh, it's makeshift. It's telling me that there's still time to buy plushies. And I'm like, yeah, you've been telling me that for a while. Okay, I should probably close that out. Alright, was there anything important here? Oh yeah, there was a slug thing. Spaciously. Yeah, I don't know why I had a difficulty reading that. That was weird. Get you up to speed 2 Pro. Basically, we got bombs and explosives up and running, which is kind of cool. Using the last remaining bit of my time. Power storage warning. I get worried every time I see power storage warning, even though it's like actually perfectly reasonable. Because I have, let's see. It's at like 58%. I'll just turn it on, whatever. I have a way so I can like activate or deactivate certain generators. And since I'm like running on a very limited fuel source, I have to be really careful with how I store my power, or store and use my power. Taz says, I didn't say Dean only has one fan, but it's just that YouTube said I was the only one here for a minute or two. Yeah, I believe it. I've got I've got my YouTube live studio feed, which at times is accurate, at times it's not. And then there's, if I look at my phone on YouTube too. Let's see, is it down here? Oh, it's down here. The sphere's down here. There it is. Ow, hit by a rock.
The resident song.
There we go, got him. It's Claire de Lune. Yes, it's Claire de Lune. Hopefully I don't get copyright stricken because someone else decided to use Claire de Lune on a copyright song that they copyright, even though the song itself is in open domain. This is a problem, like actually. There actually, no joke, was a case where I got a copyright notice from YouTube that was like, hey, so you use Claire de Lune, which is used by this one song that has like a lullaby that uses Claire de Lune, and they have it registered under their thing, so you're infringing on their rights. And I'm like, what the heck you mean? This song's in public domain. Not in the eyes of YouTube, I guess. Anyways, this has been a consistent problem. C418's music also got affected by this, but at some point, C418 actually uploaded all the Minecraft music onto YouTube, and now it actually does like proper checks correctly, and oh yeah, that's the original work. That makes a lot of sense. So now people can actually use Minecraft music on YouTube again, because before it was kind of difficult if they were able to use it or not. Believe it or not, that was a problem. Taz says, remember how yesterday I was hunting for scraps, guys with B rank skills? I now have teams fully consisting of A or higher rank guys. Cool. See if I can get this stuff. I'm kind of excited being able to finally actually blow up some of these rocks. Because they've been a pain in the ass for a bit, because they've been restricting me being able to get access to stuff. Now I can get them. Yay. Collecting bacon. That's what it says. It's bacon. It's a bacon. I feel like they should have more bullets in the in this casing, but they just don't for some reason. Super says, very rude of me referring to my own precious dudes as scraps, but that's an evil world we live in. You could do the more honorable thing and say soldiers or brothers or something like that. Gosh, this guy's very tanky. Get back here. Let's see, swap over to just regular explosives. Wow. I still got rid of those trees. This is why I need to deforest everything, so if I'm going to be killing so much, eventually, oh well, I'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's all fine. Jeez, those things are tanky. What the hell? I don't know why exactly that these don't get, like, insta-killed by the explosives, because I remember at one point I even, like, threw nukes on these things and they don't die instantly. Also, there's just, like, a bunch of rocks here surrounding just a single slug. Imagine you got stolen by a dude, forced you to work, and a week later he's laying you off work because he stole a dude better than you. That's just, it's capitalism. Because you're the boss. You're the best ever. That's why you do all these things. I don't know, one day I think I was, like, doing stuff like that, and I was just thinking so much about, like how I was doing this to like so many people, I guess. And I thought, wait, shoot, why can't I just like save everybody? Ah, you can't because you don't have enough room for everyone. Oh, so I can only pick people who I can save. Yep. Wait, why should I pick who I can save when I can save everybody? Because those that I don't save probably will die not either by my hand or someone else's. So it's like there's no way that I can win. Or win, technically, or win in that aspect. Anyways, that kind of got me to thinking if I can do the whole game without, like, recruiting people, or... I'm not gonna say that, like, people willing... Like, I know that over time some staff might just willingly join because of reputation reasons. Like, you've played so much, and over time some people are like, hey, I want to work for this guy. Which would be kind of cool. And I think, like, that would be fine. Be fine for me, but, like, trying to see if, like, how much of the game I can do without, like, taking people out of the field, so to say. That'd be, oh, man, I really want to do that challenge now. Oh. Oh, jeez. Yeah. I just need to keep that in mind. Let's see. How much longer till it's done? Fifth of an hour. Yeah, fifth of an hour? Which is like, what, 15 minutes? Alright. That says, wouldn't even call that saving. For example, the Soviet soldiers in Afghanistan are all conscripts. If Big Boss didn't kill or steal them, they most likely go back to their normal lives. Yeah, I also kind of thought of that too. I don't know, the whole like recruiting thing in general just felt wrong. I find it funny that, like, I think a lot about stuff like that, especially after Undertale came out. It's like, what? Oh, this is what you're actually doing, you monster. Even though Undertale wasn't the first to have a game centered around your choices, affecting the world around you and how you can save or recruit people. That wasn't the first. It still had, like, a whole story centered around that. Like, or, okay, I remember, Sans having a conversation like after he realized that you were a time traveler, or assumed that you were. He actually brought up, or I can't remember if he brings this up specifically when. No, I think he brought this up after you kill Papyrus for some reason, for like literally any reason, and then Sans hates you a lot afterwards. But when it was time for the judgment to happen and Sans was judging you, he was like, "Hey, do you think if someone had some great power, do you think they had the responsibility to use it?" "Oh yeah, definitely." "Then why'd you kill my brother?" he said. "You dirty brother killer." I forgot how Sans' conversation went on that, but I know there was something where he asked us if we had some kind of great power and if we would like use it responsibly. The commentary is that even though we're like time travelers in Undertale, and like most of the game doesn't entirely matter to us, a lot of the world's just kind of at our whims. There isn't much of a point in like destroying everything if you have the power to save everyone, unless you're like really evil, I guess is the proper word. Anyways, that kind of idea, like I have a choice in Metal Gear Solid, just random thing, that I don't have to recruit people. Like it is an option. It's not one that was. It's not a favorable option because you're not supposed to do that, but it is still an option. Tess says I fired 50 people because they had a skill icon on them that meant troublemaker, but apparently this icon is used for like 10 different skills and only 2 of them are troublemaker. And that's how people get fired. Unreasonably fired. They misunderstood the. Oh, hi, Spider. They misunderstood what the icon next to your name meant, in some. Man, that's got to be really like think about like that's going on right now with how many people are getting laid off. Metal Gear Solid is a commentary. Let's see. Overclock this. How were you? And I got that. Nice.
Damaged hard drive recovered. Return it to the man for data recovery.
Ooh, coated iron canister. I want that one. Makes it easier to make canisters in the future. Alright, I think I should be good to head back by now. It's almost done. The space elevator is almost full of adaptive control units, so I'm probably gonna head back to base and get ready to close out the stream. Heading that way. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5. Social commentary on capitalism in general. It comes down to every aspect of reality. Okay, when could I actually have a challenge like that? Because I know I want to have time for playing Persona 5 at some point in the future. Like, I want to have that on my radar. I know that one's going to be a lot long. Actually, I might want to do the Metal Gear Solid thing first. Maybe... I don't want to say after I get done with the Earthmover project, because I think this is going to take a while, and I'm probably going to get burnt out at some point if I'm not careful. Maybe I could try to take a break from doing the Earthmover project at some point. Not like for a whole month or so, but enough to like look into other stuff for a little bit. Or I could go back to the, or I could just do the idea of I have 2 streams at the start of the week covering something, and then 2 streams at the end doing Satisfactory stuff. Like, I could do that. I like the sound of that a bit better, because that way I can still do some Satisfactory stuff and have some time for the challenge runs. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna think about that. Oh, do I want to record all of the Metal Gear gameplay that I'll do? I might as well. Not, I don't think I'll record... Do I want to record the gameplay? Oh, if I do that, it's gonna be, like, really cool. Yeah, but I would like to be able to record the gameplay. Yeah, but the issue is we've had problems with wanting to record the gameplay and it taking up way too much space. Well, okay, that's only because we can't use OBS to record it. If we were able to use OBS to record the gameplay itself, it'd be fine. The problem is that I'm using it for streams, and I'll be able to get like the footage of me playing the game itself, but I kind of would like to have the option of having the gameplay independent. This is where having a second computer comes in, isn't it? Oh yeah. Or I just buy, like, get a whole second computer and then have, like, a instance of OBS on there. Can't you, like, I don't know, do some weird software workarounds and have 2 instances of OBS running? Apparently not. OBS prevents that. Can't you get, like an instance or something? Like, what do you mean? Like you have a sub-instance of a computer running in the background, kind of like how you can have like miniature versions running. What is it called? Oh no, I have the software. What is it called? It's on my desktop. What is it? VirtualBox, virtual machine. Can't you, like, make a virtual machine and have that work? Maybe just so I can have, like, a separate instance of OBS working, but I don't know how, like, taxing that's going to be. Well, it's probably not going to be too taxing. You just got to figure out how to, like, connect the 2 together. And then if you can get it to work, then you can have multiple instances of OBS, and then you can use that to record footage. Which might actually be okay. Well, still getting a second computer might not be too bad, and then I can have more ways to store footage too. I'll keep it on the idea. In that case, what kind of second computer are you wanting? I wanted a Steam machine, but that was like an old plan. Tess says, is the fact that the game requires me to lay off my staff myself also part of the commentary of the capitalism and war? My fellows are reduced to simple stat cards on a list. Yeah, basically. I mentioned earlier, but I remember there's like a video that was going over Metal Gear 5, and it pretty much had that as a talking point, like a literary analysis of like what you have to do. And ever since I watched that, I'm like, wow, I can't play Metal Gear Solid 5 anymore because it's kind of like this video has almost ruined it for me because it makes me not want to recruit people. Oh well, that only makes doing that challenge a lot more interesting. Anyways, idea I had for like another computer, I wanted to look into getting a Steam machine. Although, that was like around the time that it was announced, and then, world events happened. Nondescript world events happened, which made actually getting it very difficult. I say nondescript, but it's more like a lot of different problems. Test said, I selected 129 people that had been dismissed, but accidentally sent them to the waiting room. That's a funny sight. They only get sent to the waiting room, which is now just the jail. Alright. It seems to be raining at my place now. Okay, hold on a second. I had my window open and I forgot to close it and it kind of rained into my house a little. Nothing bad, I just like get a towel and fix it, but it's a little bit of rain now. Anyways, yeah, the whole AI software takeover where it's like, we need to use everything. The GPUs, yeah, we got to use all of that. The RAM, we got to use all that. The storage, we got to use all of that. And then they're not even using any of it, or they're not using it in a reasonable way, so now it's just kind of wasting time. And now everyone has to suffer for it. Womp, womp, womp. Anyways, Valve has been trying to get their Steam machines up and running. They recently got their Steam controllers, or at least like a video showing off the Steam controllers. I'm thinking on getting one at some point. I don't really need one though, so I'm in no rush to get one. But it might be kind of neat to check out. So at the moment, I have a Switch Pro controller, which I'm able to plug into my computer, and it's able to work. I can't get it to work wireless at the moment, but a Steam machine would work fine. Or the Steam controller. Tess says the waiting room is like those Phantom jobs in Japan, but when they don't like someone, instead of firing them, they just stop giving them tasks, and apparently Japanese people can't handle it and quit the job. True. Because it's dishonorable to fire people. So instead of firing people, they just don't give them work. And then most people in Japan live for their work, so when they don't have work, they don't have a reason to live. Which makes them really depressed, and then they do other stuff. That is to say, yes, people in Japan are workaholics. It's just in their culture. And then I remember a video that was like, oh yeah, that's like an American dream though, that Americans can just like work over there, and then be like, oh wait, I don't have to work. You're still gonna pay me, and you're just not gonna give me work to do. Oh cool, I get a free life at that point. That's funny. Wait, no, you're supposed to hate not getting work. You can't win with these Americans. Okay. Just gotta focus on heading back to base and closing stuff down. Hard drive scanned. What do I get? Oh yes, check out that I can get into alternate turbo fuel options. How do I get turbo fuel normally? It's with fuel and compacted, or I can get it with heavy fuel and compacted. I think that'd be alright. There we go. I want to get my mother base bigger so that I can have more space and I don't have to dismiss people, except I don't have the required resources. I can sell resources, but I can't buy them for some reason. I thought about that too. I don't know why. Like, you can use your precious minerals and such to like get other stuff, like researching for equipment, but can't use it for like actual physical resources. Some reason that also perplexed me. And just in time, adaptive control units are finished. Or at least, like, finished in terms of them getting sent to the space elevator. Which is great! That's fantastic. That's one small step. That's great. I might actually... Ooh, do I want to, like, completely redo the whole system up there in order to turn or convert them into using... not exactly, like... Oh, yeah, these are gonna get filled. I could probably get, like, a SAM sink or something hooked up eventually. Okay, plan is... Now that I have the adaptive control units finished, I might actually get rid of all of the machines. Not today. Not today, at least. I'll probably work on that another time. But, take out some of the machines, reorganize stuff, and get things set up in order to make mod engines. Then, once I get the mod engines done, then we'll get into the next phase. Maybe can also, like, use this time to use and play. Oh, I have a lot of stuff up here. I need to make sure I don't have as many, like, buffers here. It'd definitely be useful to have all these buffers, but, yeah. Well, now I have, like, tons of items that I need to get rid of, so I need to, like, sync them all. Or, I guess I could, like, cut off the source at some point and just let it drain out. And make some better stuff for the time being, maybe. I'll think about it. Definitely think about it. But yeah, I probably don't need these ACU manufacturers anymore, because now I don't actually need them. Alright, I'm gonna probably be ending off the stream soon-ish. Again, plan for tomorrow has kind of changed. Not going to be streaming at the normal time. I need to update the schedule. I've got a vet appointment that I need to go to for my cat in order to just give him a checkup. And unfortunately, that ended up being around 11:30. So that's like during the time that I do my streams. And I'd still like to stream tomorrow, so I'm going to have to push it back a bit. This does mean that you, Taz, might not be able to see it because it's going to be played likely. No, Dean, don't leave me. Batman. No, Dean, don't leave me. Oh, don't worry. It's only for like a day, I guess. I swear, it's not going to be that bad. It's not going to be that bad, is it? No. Excuse me. Blah, blah, blah. Not gonna be here as early tomorrow. We'll be later than usual. When later? Probably about like an hour and a half or so. Probably. No, Dean, don't leave me here. Dean, no. Nah, I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna leave you to the eternal night that you're in because it's dark right now. You should be... Kids like you should be going to bed. I'm not making fun of you for it. I'm poking fun at you for it. There's a difference. Okay, Biden, you have a good day. Alrighty. Yep, so thank you very much. Taz, 2Pro, Roaring Knight, Kevin, Cogito, Funny, Orby, Joshua, Kevin, Bobcan, Swedish, Ender, Alexis, let's see, Alexander, and many more for stopping on the stream. Thank you all for watching very much. I hope to be back tomorrow. I'll get the time updated soon. We're getting modular engines done tomorrow. Definitely. That's the hope. Okay, I'm going to be heading out now. You all have a good night. Bye.